Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, September 3rd. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of SPY, IWM, and Triple Qs. First and foremost, I want everybody to enjoy their long holiday weekend. Enjoy it and stay safe. I will not be here Tuesday. I'm taking four days off. So I won't have a video Tuesday morning. I won't be trading Tuesday. I'll be back probably Tuesday afternoon at some point just to do the work and do the video at some point in the afternoon. Today was opposite day in SPY, just like yesterday. When yesterday would overlap in a higher value, we flushed down and attempt to trend down, only to have it taken back at M. Well, today was opposite day again, as we have overlap in a lower value, and they attempt to go trend up, but only to have that fail in M period. Triple Qs, beautiful P shape for short covering. There you go, 10 wide with an afternoon pullback in F. Russell, very nice B shape, 10 wide with an afternoon rally high in I. I'll be going over all their charts also today. Now, for us, it was going to be a P shape until they did all this business up here. So really no shape whatsoever. 2 days in a row, 8 for 8 wide, and don't get 9 wide. We go out with an afternoon pullback low in F and the day's high and the day's low. The one thing sellers accomplished was putting the daily back into balance. So it's a 5-day balance, a very tight one. Yesterday's all-time high is the top of it. Monday's low is the bottom of it. And it's literally $3.34. So a very tight range. So if that comes into play on Tuesday, balance rules will apply. As far as my trades today, not much of a day, not much of a week, very frustrating week. I took a short in A period when we pushed up against value low from yesterday. It pulled back a bit. Again, it was a small one. It was the 454 puts. It was nothing big, which paid me. They pumped up pretty good quick and then came back in. So I just took a quick play. Then in B period, I was looking for them to pop the top. But before I did that, I even took another short. Since we had overlap in a lower value, I'm like, let's see if we go test the opening one more time. I was out on it when we started getting close to the A's high. So I bought 100 of the 451 calls. Bought them at $1.19. So I was getting hurt on the 25 puts, but when it popped, I didn't have time to change the price. It was trading at $1.26. I thought I'd make a quick $700 on it, take back the loss on the shorts and come and make money. Well, guess what? When I hit the bid, because I had the lower price on it, I got exactly what I paid for it. Incredibly frustrating. Held on to the short. That came back in C. So after 3 time frames, I was down $58, believe it or not. Unbelievable. Talk about a waste of a day. Then C period pulled back, and I took a long, even though we stopped 1 time framing up, took the long against the opening, the 451 calls again, but nowhere near the size I had. That traded back up, which put me up on the day. And then in H period, H period, a couple of trades I wanted to take. I was hoping F had pulled back, because remember, POC at the time was E's low. I didn't want to buy it there. If F had pulled back to value low, I would have taken a size call play against C's low in the opening. Didn't get there, didn't take it. What I didn't do, and I should have done though twice, in D and E had a chance to fade those highs because they got nothing out of it. So that was on me. What I did do then, when H took out E, I thought we'd get the POC from yesterday. We did, and I put a put play on. But it never really came back, so I'm sitting with it now. Not getting any extension. I'm getting hurt, but not bad. So when I took out H's high, I bought another 100 of the 455s I was trading at that time. And it really sat there. It came in enough for me to make money on the 100, take back my loss on the 25. Again, made small on it. So really worked all day for pennies. And then I took a size call playing M of the 454 calls, thinking it might go and probe and get the all-time high. Didn't happen. Took them off for a loss. So basically gave back whatever I was up for today and some of the week. But again, just pretty much a wash for the week, just up green, small. We'll start again on Wednesday. As far as destinations, we have 3 on the upside. Today's high, 453.47. Yesterday's weekly and all-time high now of 454.05. So remember, that's the next time frame. And 454.53 to pre-market all-time high from the 3rd. For the downside, we have the afternoon pullback low of F, 452.48. Then we have today's low of 451.55. Yesterday's low, 450.92. 450.71 is now a weekly low and filling the gap at 450.65. 6-point gap from the 30th and 450.56 price probe from the 27th. Now let's go to the charts and break down all of these. What's changed, what stayed the same. Let's start with Russell. Russell, like we've been talking about, is in a 7-month balance, including the start of this month. The positive, there's 2 things positive, though, so far in the monthly. Number 1 is the last 2 months tested the bottom of March's low, which is the bottom of our 7-month balance, and each time got rejected. Now, last month was an inside month. They've already taken it out. So, that's important now. It's, obviously, we have all month to figure out if it's going to work. But 227.35, keep that in mind for Russell traders. You want to stay above it as a bull. If you do, your next stop is 232.08. And if you get acceptance above that, then you have the all-time high in your sights. But for now, monthly is balanced with an inside month up. Weekly, look at this. Remember last week they came out of balance. I called it up. Well, now not only are we up, we're one-time framing up 2 weeks. So some things are changing positive for the Russell. Even though monthly's balanced, it's an inside month up, and weekly is now up. One-time framing up 2 weeks. Now, a little pullback in the daily. We went from balance to up the last 2 days, back to balance. Now, I don't have a problem with that because we went from 224.87 to 229. You know, we ran up $5. I don't have a problem taking out yesterday's low. What you don't want is acceptance back into this other 3-day balance. So you want to stay above 227.35. And guess what 227.35 is? Last month's high. You think that's an important level? So now that's a very important level for Russell traders. So monthly is balance, inside month up. Weekly is up. Daily is balance. Let's go to the triple Qs. Monthly, nothing's changed here. One time framing up 4 months. Very healthy. Weekly, one time framing up 2 weeks. They're up. Daily, balance. Now, they never really got near Monday's low. They didn't even take out Tuesday's low, I believe. Let me see. They did not. So you can call this basically a 4-day balance using Tuesday's low as the low of it and Wednesday's high is the high of it. But the daily is balance. Now, one other thing before we get to SPY. If Russell is starting to make a move to their all-time highs, and it's still a big if, we don't know that for sure. But if they are, then I believe triple Qs will trade sideways to maybe slightly lower, at least on the daily, going forward, because they have been in absolute disconnect from each other for a long time now. So if this is just another head fake by Russell, then the Qs can go back up. But if the Russells are really determined to get going and go for their all-time high, I think triple Qs might have a little issue going forward. Keep that in the back of your mind. And then on the SPY, one time framing up. Is this week month 11 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 11 months. One time framing up. This is month 11. Is it getting stretched? Yeah, but we've talked about that. Can go another 15, another 5 weeks or so. Can go 20 weeks. Weekly came out of a 3-week balance last week, up. Right? Very healthy. And guess what? That's a weekly gap. We have a bunch of weekly lows now that fill gaps. So that's a huge thing for buyers to like to hold. And then daily, we finally came into balance after one time framing up for 5 days. But look how tight this range is. Monday's low, which is a weekly. This is why it's important, this balance. If we take out the daily balance to the downside, well, then the weekly comes into balance, because 50.71 is this week's low. So balance rules will be in effect for next week, and it's pretty important for buyers to hold the balance low. Otherwise, you'll have the daily maybe down by that point, the weekly balance. Very small range. Anyway, I hope you had a great week trading. Enjoy your weekend. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Enjoy yourselves, and we'll speak probably Tuesday after the close.